I've been waiting for the right video to drop so I could finally talk about Fermaglow. I know other creators have covered it and I have wanted to as well, and here we are. Thanks to one of you amazing individuals who sent this to me, that day has finally arrived. We've got legacy talk, we've got fermented buzzwords, and $1 million dreams in under 6 minutes. Let's break this all the way down. Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Erin Bies. I'm a certified personal trainer, evidence-based everything, and proud loudmouth when it comes to MLM nonsense. Today, I'm reacting in real time to a video from the founders of a company called Fermaglow. It's a new multi-level marketing company that's promising clean beauty, fermented science, and big commissions, all before most people have even seen a product label. Weird. Also, shout out to the viewer who sent this my way. I appreciate you so much. And if you guys ever stumble upon something sketchy that you want me to see, you can send it over to my website, erinbies.com. Seriously, I appreciate it. And I love when you guys all dig into this stuff with me. It makes it a little bit more fun for me and you, hopefully. Okay. Content warning, a quick heads up. In this next section coming up, well, one of the next sections, I'll be talking about cancer, alternative treatment choices, and a pattern I've seen in the wellness and MLM world that involves rejecting medical care. And if that's something that feels heavy or triggering for you, please feel free to skip ahead or click out. I get it. Your well-being comes first. Okay. Let's get into this video. This is Tony Van Schoiack. I think that's how you say her name. I'm not saying her name incorrectly on purpose, so hopefully that's how you say it. And this is her, hey, let's get started now kind of video. Her recruiting video, let's say it that way. Okay, let's watch it together.
Hi, everyone. This is Tony Van Schoiack, co-founder and CEO.
I thought she was bald and selling a shampoo company, and I was alarmed. It's just the green screen situation. My apologies. You probably thought the same thing. Nothing wrong with being bald. Bald is beautiful. But I was a little concerned for a moment. Okay.
Of Fermaglow, and I am here with another co-founder and board member, Anissa Casey, and we're super excited because we want to share all of the wonderful updates with you. And you guys, this is a really crucial time because we only have time until July 31st that this ends. So I want to introduce Anissa Casey. She's going to tell you a little bit about who we are, what we do, and why she is so excited, and why we would love for you to take a look at new generational marketing.
I'm sorry, what? Generational marketing? Oh, okay. So right off the bat, they're using something different, generational marketing. I feel like it's code or an example of how they rename multi-level marketing. So it sounds a little trendier. It sounds different than what it actually is. And when someone starts a pitch by calling it a blessing, you probably should buckle up. Let's talk about this woman, Tony Van Schoiack. Tony was a top-ranking rep at Monat, or Monat, as I disrespectfully call it on my channel, a billion-dollar haircare multi-level marketing company. She eventually sued the company over a compensation dispute and leadership conflict. That lawsuit ended in a private settlement, and now she's reemerged with her own brand, Fermaglow. But it's what came after that I feel like needs to be mentioned. Tony has reportedly shared sovereign citizen style beliefs like not recognizing US laws or believing she shouldn't have to pay taxes. That's not just quirky or off the grid, that's ideology tied to anti-government extremism. And it shows up more often than you think, not only in the wellness world, but also we see it trickling into multi-level marketing as well. More recently, her husband was diagnosed with cancer, and according to her own posts, they appear to be treating it entirely naturally. No chemo, no oncology team, just alternative protocols. And listen, I want to be extremely clear, specifically on this part. People have the right to make medical decisions, especially medical decisions that feel right to them. I'm not here to judge that on a personal level, but I am going to go on a bit of a tangent here because I think that this matters. This isn't just about Tony. It's a pattern, a pipeline a lot of people are starting to notice. Here's how I feel like it goes. It starts by them being in a multi-level marketing company, building influence, selling beauty, health products, wellness products. Then they gain a little bit of trust from their audience. They climb the ranks, they get followers, they become the face of empowerment. From there, they start introducing pseudoscience. They start making vague health claims. Next, they undermine experts, question modern medicine, dismiss registered dietitian, cast doubt on doctors. Finally, profiting off of the fear. They sell their own solution, supplements, protocols, natural treatments, biohacking routines. We've seen it before and it rarely ends well. Two examples come to mind. Jessie Lee Ward, a top leader at Prove It, publicly rejected chemotherapy, and her stage 4 colon cancer diagnosis did not turn out well. Instead, and that's putting it lightly, instead she turned to natural methods, IV, vitamins, hyperbaric chambers, mindset work, ozone therapy, and passed away just months later at 35 years old. Mike Morenz, I'm not sure exactly how you say his last name. He's a top Optavia coach and has repeatedly mocked medical professionals while promoting extremely restrictive eating, anti-GLP-1 rhetoric, and expensive coaching rooted in shame and false promises, all while discouraging people from trusting real, credentialed help. This is the pipeline. Gain influence through beauty and weight loss, then pivot into alternative health and anti-science messaging. And because it feels personal and emotional, people fall for it. Unfortunately, people fall for this every single day. What's happening with Tony and Fermaglow isn't just another shiny new MLM launch. It's part of that exact pattern wrapped in wellness language, spiritual hype, and promises of clean, natural, and of course, legacy. And when someone with that much influence is publicly rejecting modern medicine, modern cancer care, and launching a wellness brand in the same breath, I think it's important to mention it. Before we get back into the video, let's see what kind of things Tony is saying on her social media.
I want you to take preventative measures, first of all. Stop drinking carbonated drinks, and that is anything carbonated, and especially sodas. I don't care if they're organic sodas or what have you. Stop drinking them. They're horrible for you, and they weaken your bones. And all of the shit that is in them, especially the conventional stuff in your diet products, aspartame, neurotoxin.
Absolutely wild. So if you guys would like me to cover some of these other things that Tony is talking about here, that's just a small example of one of the videos that came across my feed as I was researching some of this. If you want me to cover that video and other things, let me know in the comments. I'm happy to cover it. I'm happy to do the research on it. And yeah, just let me know. All right, let's get back to her video.
So Anissa, why don't you go ahead and share?
Great. Thank you, Tony. What a blessing to be a part of this absolutely incredible opportunity. When Tony started sharing this with me a few months ago, I knew instantly I needed to be all in. Why? Because Tony surrounds herself with just the most amazing people. And I knew the community that we were going to build was going to be something that I needed to be a part of. It also needed to be something that I could bring my family, my friends and family into, knowing they had a safe place to be who they are and to be loved on. And so that was super important to me. We have joined together with some of the most incredible human beings to be on the board to help co-found this organization. And they all bring so many talents, so many amazing gifts to the table to ensure that we are creating the best business opportunity possible for everybody that is looking at this. We have the most incredible stellar products that I have ever tried. And I'm not saying that just because I'm on the board. From the first time I used them, which I've only used all of the products one time.
I'm sorry, what? You've only used the products one time? Hold on. Wait. We're not just going to skip over what you just said. You're on the board and you've only used the products once. That's like launching a restaurant after one bite of the appetizer. And now you're selling it to friends and family because it's a safe place. Ma'am, the call is coming from inside the pyramid. What do you mean?
The feel, the smell, by the way, we do not have any added fragrances, which I love, but they still smell so incredibly clean, so refreshing. It's amazing, but they're not heavy. I've tried these products on people with thick curly hair. I've tried it on people with thin, fine hair. The oil works for all hair types. It is a buildable product that absolutely leaves your hair so manageable, so shiny, so silky soft. The scalp serum, the one time I got to use it, I put it on and left it on for 3 days. no oiliness, no buildup. You could not tell it was on. And it just, the effervescent feel of it just made my scalp feel like it was completely breathing. It was incredible.
What? That is a lot to unpack. A buildable product works on a buildable product that works on every texture. No fragrance, but smells amazing. Okay. Now listen, I know multi-level marketing companies love magic potions, but even shampoo needs citations. Kind of an important thing. Also, that whole I left the scalp serum on for 3 days. That's not a clinical trial. That's just you not washing your hair. I'm actually kind of speechless. Doesn't happen that often because I always have a lot to say, but what?
And then we have the most incredible comp plan. It's so easy for everyone to actually understand it, follow it, and absolutely be able to take advantage of it. Tony, what are your thoughts?
Well, I loved what you touched on already. I just want to say that, we have, with all of our experience collectively together, whether it has been in this industry, whether it has been, in the traditional entrepreneur platform, or a combination of both, is that we really put a lot of thought into, the product, as you had mentioned, into our community, into our payout plan. And the one thing is that we have different things in all parts of this where we had to fill the gaps. That's what makes us different, is that we're gap fillers, but we actually have a pay plan that's transparent. We have completely transparent, product ingredients and clinicals and everything, and that you need to know, as far as the trials that we've done, the peer reviews that we've done. And we have crossed every T and dotted every I. Are we perfect? No, there's nothing that's ever perfect. But you know what, you guys, we are raising the bar, and other companies are going to look at us and they're going to want to do what we're doing. And that is
okay. I'm going to stop you right there. Our comp plan is transparent. We've crossed every T. Okay, here we go with the transparent comp plan claim. This is an MLM mad lib, I feel like, at this point. They say it's easy to follow, but they don't show it. They say that it pays well, or they're getting ready to, but only if you recruit. Spoiler, it's shaped just like a triangle, just like the 147 other companies that came before it.
What we want to do that for our company and for our folks out there, but we want to also help the industry as a whole. So here's the thing. You could potentially be a 6 to 7 figure income earner in our first year. This is what we've designed it to do.
Except that's a Federal Trade Commission violation. That's an earnings claim with no disclaimers, no income disclosures, no mention of the level of effort, nothing. This isn't just unethical. This is potentially illegal.
We will be $150 million company in our first year. So think about that for a second. How many people can we help? And that's really what our whole goal is. It's not to make us rich. It's here to help us serve. Yes, as my friend Rita Davenport says, money is like oxygen. You need it, right? But we're really...
Let me stop her right there. This whole... it's not going to make us rich, we're here to serve thing. Listen, if I had $1 for every time an MLM or not just an MLM, somebody in an MLM said that they were here to serve, or they have a servant leader heart, I could afford to launch my own shampoo line without asking anybody to hit a binary rank.
Here to create legacy. And so that's what we're so excited for. So my name is Tony.
Okay. Did I pause that a little weird? Yes, I apologize. But I wanted to address the money is like oxygen thing. Now, here's the deal. If you're dangling it in front of people during a financial crisis, that's extremely manipulative. I think she said that very intentionally.
Tony Van Schoiack, co-founder, CEO, and I want to leave you with this one thought. What would it mean to you to make more money, to have healthier, cleaner products, and to have better hair? So you guys, I want to thank you so much. If you saw this, go back to the person that shared it with you. We are so excited and we cannot wait, and get in on these shares and these leads from the company, and you've got to do it. The deadline is July 31st at 11:59 Eastern. So let's glow, baby, glow. Anissa,
Oh God. You didn't think that if you were going to be selling a shampoo product that you should have your hair done, especially if you're going to have like a green screen situation, because it looks like you're bald. Which, there, again, like I said at the beginning of this, there's nothing wrong with being bald. But I find it quite interesting, dare I say, ironic, that she's selling this fermented shampoo. And oh yeah, the deadline. There it is. Fake deadline, the emotional push, the glow baby glow tagline, which was, did y'all think that was kind of cringy? Let me know in the comments. None of this is about wellness or science. It's about urgency marketing. It's about, getting in quickly, running up the ranks, just like we've seen in every other multi-level marketing company launch. Plain and simple. And let's be honest, if your glow comes from a minimum PV requirement, that should be a red flag. Indeed. But let's talk about science. Let's talk about their fermented pitch. They imply that fermentation, makes their products next level. And some fermented ingredients do have potential benefits. Here's what the science actually says. In one mouse study using fermented cactus fruit showed possible hair care or hair growth, improvement. A human trial using fermented papaya and mangosteen showed increased density after 14 weeks. But nothing has been published that links Fermaglow's exact formulas to the clinical results. No ingredient list, no published trials, no peer-reviewed data, even though she mentioned it, but where is it? So yeah, fermented rice water is trending right now, but using the word fermented doesn't make your MLM hair oil any more legitimate than kombucha makes me a doctor. And as for the comp plan, it's pre-launch. And it's already heavy on recruiting from the sounds of it. People are joining through $99 kits, buying into vague promises of shares and upline bonuses. We just heard her talk about the shares, and being told that they'll earn 6 figures before a single customer ever sees a bottle. She just said that you could make 6 or 7 figures in your first year. Does this all sound familiar? Because that's exactly how dozens of failed MLMs started. Name a company in the comments that you have seen this same tactic from their pre-launch. It's not revolutionary, it's recycled, and the marketing is extremely tired. So here's what we've got from today. A shiny new branding with recycled MLM tactics that we've seen over and over again. Emotional manipulation framed as opportunity, a compensation plan tied to recruitment, not retail. No published clinical trials, products hyped after one use, and no shampoo science to back any of it up. And a founder with a history of MLM lawsuits, anti-tax rhetoric, and rejecting modern cancer care while launching a wellness brand. This isn't a glow up. This is gaslight, gatekeep, glow baby glow. If you found this video helpful, if you found it entertaining, which I hope you did, or mildly infuriating in the best way possible, do me a favor and hit the like button, tap subscribe, and drop your MLM's horror stories in the comments. If you've heard of fermented products, let me know in the comments, or if you just have red flag moments that you saw today or that you're seeing on social media, drop them in the comments. And if you've ever seen something sketchy online, whether it's an unhinged product claim, a culty Zoom call, or someone launching a new opportunity that sounds suspiciously like their last 4, I want to hear about it. You can submit tips, links, and receipts directly through my website at erinbies.com. Seriously, you guys, your submissions are the reason I even found this video in the first place, and I'm so glad that I did. You all helped me stay 10 steps ahead of the marketing nonsense, and this whole community, I hope, is better for it. And also, I know that I joke around. I know that I'm super sarcastic and I roll my eyes a lot, but this stuff really does matter to me. Misinformation around health, cancer, nutrition, and income opportunity is not just annoying. It can be dangerous, extremely dangerous. And we need to keep calling it out loudly and as often as possible. So thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing these videos. And thank you for being the kind of person who asks questions instead of just trusting some MLM reps glow online. Stay curious, stay skeptical, and as always, glow responsibly, friends.